see you guys. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The ones who are seeing this and haven't hit that button. Come on, man. 500 by March. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we drop content. Follow us on our socials, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this, man. You know me, man. It's your boy Slim. You know what I mean? My guy Sam next to me, boy. But a clean sheet. Yo. You know, like, I just changed the bed. I get in. It's all nice. That's how I feel right now. A clean sheet. It's been a minute.
It should be every week, to be fair. But, you know, once in a blue moon, the sheets are hella dirty. Hella dirty, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I wanna big up Ibu Konate, man. Like, I know TNT Sports gave the man of the match to Van Dijk, which I think is trash because he scored the goal. Okay. Yeah, they gave it to Van Dijk because he scored the goal. But for me, Ibu Konate, Ibrahima Konate was man of the match. He was excellent. Yeah. We know Brobbery. He's a big, strong lad. He likes the physical battle. He likes.
Can I just say, can I tell you, bro? He ain't 22. Yeah. It's a lie. As for me, you see my hat? I'm African, yeah. I'm African. He ain't 22. Forget about that. Sorry, go on, carry on.
Yeah, no, but everything that Brobbery threw at Konate today, he dealt with. Like, he was Konate of old. Yeah. Like, it's like he's been reinvigorated in these last few weeks. Or he's got a point to prove, and whatever the point is he's trying to prove, he's definitely proving it, man. Definitely. He was my man of the match today, man.
Yeah, I was impressed with him, to be fair, and I was a bit worried pre-game because that type of physical striker, you know, he's grappling all game, and it depends on the ref as well, because if the ref was to book him early or was to give him a lot of decisions against him, it changed his game. But he kind of was quite even, was quite fair throughout the game, and
he let it flow. The ref,
he allowed him to battle, and you know, it was a good battle, to be fair. It was a good battle, and I kind of appreciated that, you know, that part of the physical game on a horrible night in the northeast. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a nice game of football, but Konate really, really brought us through, man. And we've been saying it for the whole season, to be fair. He is the defender in the team. He does the work.
Yeah.
And as well as Van Dijk might be the match winner today, as you said, yeah, Konate really probably deserved man of the match as well.
100%, man. A lot of times on here, I've spoken about Slot not getting it right and not having a plan. Today, I want to be fair and I want to give him his props because I feel like today he got it right. Yeah, he changed the shape. We played what was a 4-2-3-1, and I've been screaming for a change in shape for the personnel we have. Yeah. I don't think 4-3-3 suits us, but today 4-2-3-1. I thought that was perfect. I thought that was excellent for this game.
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, we spoke about it before the game, and we were like, if it is 4-2-3-1, those two have to sit properly because we knew we were going to be under pressure. And, you know, from the early stages, they were pressing us, and I was a bit kind of like, is it going to be one of those days whereby we're going to be under pressure and we're just going to collapse? But the shape was right. The personnel was right, to be fair. I was a bit worried about Endo as well, but for me, yeah, he actually performed his role pretty well, considering he's not a right back, you know, and hopefully his injury isn't too bad as well. Another right back gone, but you know, the shape was good. I'm gonna give Slot some credit today. I'm not gonna dub him because shape was good, personnel was good, and in terms of digging out a hard away win, you know, that was the equivalent to a windy night in Stoke on a Tuesday, innit?
Yeah, boy. Can you do it on a rainy night on a Tuesday night in Stoke, man?
Yeah, our superstars definitely came out to play, and you know, I'm not going to talk about Wirtz yet, but yeah, they all put in a shift, and that's a magic 3 points, and massively needed.
Yeah, the shape was perfect, and as you touched on, I was worried about Endo playing at right back. I knew it was going to be Endo. We all saw in the presser that he didn't have no intentions of playing Ramsey, so I knew it was going to be Endo. And I think Endo wasn't put under a lot of pressure on his side. My only criticism is that we know Endo's not a right back and he's not necessarily the greatest with the ball at his feet. But I think if you're going to play him at right back and he's going to venture into those positions where the normal right back would get the ball, we have to trust him, give him the ball. And I felt like there was a few times we ignored him. And yeah, we did give him the ball once or twice and he flashed the ball, tried to flash the ball across the face of the goal and it went to the goalkeeper. But I don't mind that, because again, he's not a right back, but I want you to give him the ball in order to try it, because you never know. He's a professional footballer, so he's capable. You know what I mean? He might not get it 5 times out of 5, but 1 out of 5 could lead to a goal. I'll take that.
He was free a couple of times. He really was, but you could see they didn't trust him. You could see they didn't.
Yeah.
And the one time they did trust him, obviously, that was quite an easy cross to put in, to find, I think we had 2-3 man in there, but, you know, it is what it is, man. He played his part in a massive win, so, you know, take my hat off to Endo as well. Big him up.
But as you said, he picked up the injury, and what is it with the right back curse? This is a curse now. Yeah. This is Judge.
Fully it is.
This is straight Judge. Like, someone out there is doing something to our right backs. So it's Bradley, it's Frimpong. Okay, Soboslai's back at the weekend, but Endo's out. Like, Gomez got injured. Like, what is going on?
It's crazy, man. It's like no one can catch a break. And did you see how he twisted his ankle and his knee? Oh.
Oof. I don't even know how he stood up after that.
Yeah, that was adrenaline. That was 100% adrenaline, because when he really felt the pain, he was like, oh my God. I need to cry now. I know Tour is coming because this pain is mad. You know?
Yeah.
So, he was biting down on that gum shield, I tell you that for sure. How he got up. And he even tried to put a couple of challenges in that mad melee that was happening afterwards. It was like, respect it, man. Respect it. But hopefully he's not out for long, but didn't look good.
Nah, that's ligaments somewhere, isn't it, man? That's a few weeks at least, because that's ligaments, man. But yeah, I hope speedy recovery to Wataru. But Gomez came on, looked well. Let's hope, because I think who will play at the weekend, Gomez or Soboslai? That's the question. Or is it going to be both? Like,
well, it's an FA Cup game, to be fair. So,
but it's Brighton.
It is Brighton. They're going to play their strongest team, I'd imagine. I think Soboslai will play in midfield, you know, because.
Okay, let me hold you there. We'll come back to that at the end. Let's just focus on what happened today first. Hold on. You know what I mean? Let's talk about Florian Wirtz, because he came in for a lot of criticism at the start of the season, which wrongly so in my opinion. A price tag doesn't mean you're gonna be Stevie G, Eric Cantona, all of them kind of men that, I mean, you're going to take time. He's 21, 22?
22, yeah.
Just come from the German league, you know, he's going to take time, but he always showed flashes of brilliance in the early games. But now it seems like that vein of form is coming, and today he was excellent.
He's, what's that word they use? Majestic.
Ooh,
he's just like, in terms of aesthetically, in terms of watching beautiful footballers, that's exactly what he is. Like, his touch, his technique, his vision, the way he moves the ball, the way he passes the ball, the way he strikes the ball. Even though it's a bit powder puff at times with his striking, but you know, I mean, he hit one from outside the box today and actually put his foot through it.
Yeah,
but,
and actually had some venom on it. Yeah,
that was a one-off though. Normally he would try and side foot it in the corner, but anyway, yeah, man, he's a real shining light. And I think it was Joe Cole that said it on comms, that basically he said he's got his confidence, he's got his groove, and you can see that now. You can really see that. He's fluid. He's just moving the ball around. He's moving like it's his team, and that's what we need to see more and more of. Definitely see more and more of him taking command of the game, taking the game with the scruff of the neck, and actually looking like he wants to dominate. And yeah, on a horrible type of game, he really shone, man. He really shone, and I couldn't be more impressed with him. And I just hope there's more to come now. And
well, definitely, man. The age he is, man, we've got a player for the next 7, 8, 9 years potentially. Do you know what I mean? And I think the words you use there, grab it game by the scruff of the neck or take control of the game, I think that's what he's starting to do. And if you guys have been watching previous pods, you saw me say like he could be our next Stevie G, and I'm going to reiterate that again, not to do with the way they play, in their terms of their styles, but just in terms of what they can do for the team and how he can lift the team and how he can make things happen. He is going to be integral to how we move forward and any sort of title challenges that we make, because today the game was all about him.
Do you know what's mad? You know, we always have these crazy talented strikers, these crazy talented forwards, but we haven't really had a talisman for a very, very long time. And for me, that's what Wirtz can grow into becoming. You know, and
100%.
I understand your Gerrard analogy now, because before when you said it, I was like, ooh. But now I'm thinking in terms of
guys, this guy thinks I'm crazy, you know, but I'm just
you be
forward
chatting some
thinking.
Greece certain times. I'm like, what you on, bro? But anyway, like, you do your thing. But I see it now in terms of him being a talisman for this team and being the fulcrum of everything is that Gerrard-esque persona.
Yeah.
And it's not thundering 30 yarders in, it's not blinding tackles, it's not 70-yard switches. It's just the way he plays and how people can grow from that. And everyone else around him will have to raise their level. Because, as I said, he's 2 steps ahead of pretty much the whole team, apart from Hugo and occasionally Jones when he plays. But he's 2 steps ahead. So everyone has to step up. They have to now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And today, there was snippets of that. And, yeah, he's just so good to watch, man. So good to watch.
My only small criticism of Wirtz is, in some situations, the choice of pass could be better. He likes the flicks and like you said, the beautiful stuff. And in some situations today, he tried a little flick and it wasn't the right thing to do. But he will get them right. He'll obviously understand the game better and get better at picking the right type of pass. But outside of that, I'm so glad we got him. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, the future's looking bright. And to his long-term partner in Ugo Ekitike, he had a good game today, but this kid needs to sort his head in out. I mean, you said it way ages ago. I think it was closer to the start of the season. You said Ekitike's heading ability isn't great and it needs work. And today he had 2 headers that he should have done better with, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he's got that kind of awkward, kind of turtleneck type language. Black man don't want to head a ball type ability. Like, I don't get it. It's like he's trying to put so much on headers certain times that he's misdirecting the ball. The one at the weekend was mad. That was crazy. Yeah. And even this one today, he's really trying to crane his neck to put it in the corner. I'm like, you're in front of the goal. If that hits you, it's going to be on target.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And I don't know what it is about him, but I mean, he has scored 1 header. But that was from a corner, and I don't think he could miss that one. But he needs coaching on his heading. That's the only one area of his game, and I said it like maybe even it was towards the pre-season times. I just saw him, and I saw his previous footage. I'm like, this boy can't head the ball. He literally can't head the ball. You know what I mean? And I know he ain't worried about his trim or anything like that. Yeah, but yeah, he needs to focus on heading the ball properly, because he would have 3-4 more goals this season. Do you know what I mean? Apart from that, though, he was outstanding for me. And
his work rate was crazy. The way he was like dropping back into midfield and, you know, making challenges. I mean, Salah could take a note or 2 out of his book. You know what I mean? When it comes to defending,
that guy, man. Let's not.
That's another story.
But you know what, though? Yeah. There was one thing that kind of really wound me up. Not about Ekitike, but for Ekitike. He made the same run 4 times. Yeah. Down the side of the left-sided centre back. Yeah. And he was clean through, and Robinson ignored him. And it's like, at least try to make that penetrative pass. At least try, you know. And
Robinson's got that in his locker as well. He's capable.
He has, and
he's very much capable.
You can see Hugo's frustration, because he's made the run and he's literally on the inside channel and he can cut in and shoot. And I'm like, why is Robinson playing that pass? Why did he look like he was hesitant or scared to play that pass? It's a final third pass. It's going to get us in a good position potentially to score. So, what was going on?
And you know what? It goes back to what we said a few times, between each other and amongst our peers, that the bravery sometimes isn't there from our players to play that pass, that pass that they can see. Yeah. The safe pass is I will cycle it back inside or give it out wide to Gakpo or whoever's out there. And I feel like I don't understand with footballers, that is the area of the pitch that I personally want you to express yourself in. Yeah. be it watching it on TV or even in the stands, you can see the runs players are making. So if I see you attempt that pass and it gets cut out or it doesn't quite, I'll applaud you
Yeah.
because you've seen it and you've tried it.
Yeah.
It's not every time it's going to go through, but doesn't mean to say it was the wrong idea. It's the right idea because if it does go through, like you said, he's in on goal. So that is where the rest of the team have to get brave and actually play those passes and not be afraid to make those mistakes and trust that we'll get back into that defensive shape and we'll win the ball back. It's fine, but yeah, he was frustrated. But that kid, his headering ability will come. It will get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like we've got nothing to worry with Ekitike. He's going to be a baller for years to come. So I was happy with him today. We touched on him there. Salah had an okay game. Didn't really do much. Got the assist for the goal because obviously he took the corner. And as you were saying in commentary, I think it was Ali McCoy was saying, why is a corner an assist? And I was like, do some of the assist players get the ball like ricochets off their foot and they get an assist? If anything should be assist, it should be a corner, right? Because you intentionally put the ball in an area for people to score.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like a through ball, no?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's one of the more clear assists that you're gonna get. I feel if you put, do you know what corners are? I think in the majority of teams, apart from maybe Arsenal, generally quite poor. A lot of them don't beat the first man. So I'm like, if you can put a decent ball in and around the 6-yard box that gives you a chance to score, that should be applauded, and you should get the assist for that because
100%.
It's not actually something that happens a lot. You know, so I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, he can listen. Whatever way Salah gets numbers this season, he will take them. He will take them because he's in sufferation this season. So yeah, man, let him have that. Let him have that.
But with that assist, he became joint top assist man for Liverpool with 92 assists alongside Stevie G. So you know, he's even in his worst season. I think this is probably the worst season he's had with us. Even in his worst season, he's still catching and breaking records, you know what I mean? Another assist, he's our out and out top assist man, you know what I mean? So yeah, like we said before, we can see the decline in Salah, but you know, he still has his uses, still has his worth, and got another assist for him today, man.
Yeah, I mean, just on Salah, I just kind of feel like we would get a little bit more of him if he was played centrally, in a 2, maybe just off Ekitike if we play 2 up front, because it's quite soul destroying when you see him try to take someone on, and okay, you slow down, you're getting a little bit older, but then when he can't outstrength people, that's like, ooh, okay, he's got probably every game.
I'm gonna disagree with you on the outstrengthening people because today he did it. Who was he in a battle with? I think the ball came over the top. He got his body in front of the defender and he held him off, and then he had a shot with his right foot and it came off the defender and went past the post. The strength is still there for me. It's the pace to get past the defender is what's lacking. That little drop in, that little 2 to 5% of pace that he's lost is what is causing him not
I'd
to
say
get
it's more like
past
10
the
to
defender.
15%, bro. You're being too kind, bro. You're being too kind.
He's faster than you, big man. Yeah,
He's a professional athlete. He should be faster than me. We mean.
So he's up with the 10%,
He should
bro.
be. But listen,
He's 10%.
I'm in my
90,
40s, bro. Like, he should be. But I just feel like it's just hard to watch sometimes, you know, because you're not going to get anything going the other way. Offensively, you want to get something out of the game, and I think
100%.
he had really good pass. In fact, was it Ekitike's header from his pass from the outside of his left? I think it was.
Was it from the other side? I know was it from Robertson? I can't quite remember because it came from the left side.
But he
So
had
I'm
one
not
of those
quite
Travella
sure.
crosses every game, and generally they hit the target. They hit somebody, you know. But I just want more, man. I know this is his swan song, but I just want more because we need to be winning games, and you know these kind of razor thin wins are rare for us. So if we can get some more productivity, some more goals from him, would really appreciate it before he bounces in the summer.
But like you said, I think that is the boss's problem, to get Salah in a position where he can still do damage, and you know we can still get the best out of him. And use, like you said, quite rightly so, up top. And I think I've said it so many times, I'm going to say it again. I think 4-4-2 diamond is the perfect shape for us. I think that shape suits us better than it would 4-2-3-1 because, like I said, you lose the ball, you got 4-5-1. You know, Hugo is capable to drop into the left or even back in the middle. Happy days, and you play Salah up top. You've still got that through ball, that ball over the top, whatever from Alisson, and Salah can get on to the end of it. So I'm still waiting to see that 4-4-2 diamond, and hopefully, with Slot changing the shape today, maybe it will come. Who knows?
Maybe.
You touched on it a bit earlier, and we spoke about the game at the weekend and right back. Who do we think plays there? So let's just go back to that. Obviously, Brighton in the cup. Usually, if you get a minnow, you can change the whole team around. I don't think we'll have that luxury because obviously Brighton, this is a competition they'll want to go far in, so they'll come full guns blazing. But looking at some of those players tonight, the legs, man, I'm a bit concerned. So if you're Slot, how are you approaching this game?
He needs to win every game he can. He needs momentum, and for me, I would make changes. And ultimately, it's now the third priority, I would say. It's the least of his priorities, and so as much as I want to win the game and go through, because of the next game is quarterfinals, and then you can start thinking about, we can actually win this. I'm changing everything. I'm changing as much as possible. Yeah, because what's our next game is, I think, Forest away, is it? Our next game is more important than this cup game. You know, if we're going to lose a game, let us lose on Saturday, because I can't. Realistically, winning the FA Cup is not going to save his job. It's not going to get us into the Champions League. Yeah, winning 3 points is going to push us closer to our targets. Yeah. So for me, I'm letting Rio start. I'm putting Chiesa up front. Salah can stay there though. He can still play. Salah can still play. Trey, let Trey Neone get some minutes in midfield. Give Jones a game, for goodness sake. What's he got to do? You know.
We had a little good cameo today, man. Jones, to be fair.
That little skill in the midfield is going to get on.
You knew exactly what I was talking about.
That's Academy Jones from years ago. Before he became.
But that's what he's capable of, Jones, man. You know, he just needs. I don't understand why he doesn't get the consistency of games. I mean, for me right now, he plays ahead of McAllister, but you know. Hopefully, give Jones a game, definitely.
Wholesale changes for me. Wholesale changes.
You can't really change it.
We ain't got loads, but
yeah, like, I mean, Mamadashvili can play, but you can't. Konate and Virgil kind of have to play. We've got no centre backs really. You got to play one or the other, like with somebody else. You can't. You know what I mean? You can't.
Who else we got?
It's true. I'm just thinking in my head. What about what's his name? That got sent off in the Champions League when he first came. Was it Lucky?
No. Amara Nano. You know he got sent off during the week as well.
For under 21s?
Oh, this brother just like
this guy.
Yeah,
I know he likes red because he plays for Liverpool, but come on, you're taking it far, bro.
Like, he's taking
come on, man.
Yeah, but I mean, he'll probably make the bench though. To be fair, because we need to have alternative options if, God forbid, touch wood, anyone gets injured.
Please no, no more injuries. So you do wholesale changes. For me, I think changes in little areas, not wholesale changes. I think Ekatike, Gravenberch, and definitely those two need to rest. Florian, those three definitely need to rest. I think those three need to be on the bench. I think those are the only 3 positions at the minute that I would change.
Do you know what?
And I'd have them.
To be fair, like Ramsey actually might get a game. Because if you want to rest one of those two, you've got to play Szoboszlai in midfield. So Ramsey might actually get some minutes.
Then again, Gomez is fit again, so he could play. He could probably start the game at right back. So so poor Ramsey. But well, as I've said before, I'm taking each game as it comes per se. Enjoy the wins, sulk for the losses. Today was a win. It was a clean sheet. It was actually a really good performance, to be fair. Like you said, horrible pitch, horrible weather, tough game against a tough opponent. They haven't lost at home all season, so I'll take the positives for now. It's 3 points. You know, United drop points, Chelsea drop points, so it's positive for now, isn't it? Can we
just please get 2 pods in a row that are wins? That's all I want. Yeah, no 5 wins and a trim, nothing like that. Just 2 pods in a row. That's all I want. It's a small thing to ask for. It's a small thing.
100%, man. 100%. I couldn't agree more. Guys, we're going to see you again on the weekend. But like I always say, please like, share, subscribe, repost. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on the socials. Hit the notification bell. Get us to 500 by the end of March. Come on, man. Big push, man. I know we can do it, man. But until the next time, man, we out, man.